In this podcast episode, Mel Robbins interviews Dr. Tina Seelig, a Stanford neuroscientist and author, about the science behind luck and how people can actively increase their own chances of success. Dr. Seelig challenges the common belief that luck is purely chance, emphasizing that luck involves a set of behaviors, attitudes, and actions one can cultivate. Throughout the conversation, they explore the concept of luck versus fortune, practical steps to create opportunity, the importance of core values, risk-taking, building supportive relationships, and how consistent effort compounds over time to improve one's odds of favorable outcomes. Dr. Seelig explains that luck is often defined as success or failure, apparently caused by chance, but the key word here is apparently. Although events might seem randomly lucky or unlucky on the surface, deeper analysis reveals that certain actions and mindsets lead to more favorable outcomes. She distinguishes fortune, circumstances outside our control, such as birthplace or unexpected hardships, from luck, which involves the choices and responses within our control. While acknowledging the reality of systemic issues, disasters, and disadvantage, she stresses that how individuals engage with their circumstances determines the degree of luck they experience. The conversation highlights the principle that the world operates on cause and effect. People often confuse fortune with luck, believing that good luck is something external and uncontrollable. Dr. Seelig urges listeners to reclaim agency by realizing that luck is a result of deliberate preparation, curiosity, risk-taking, and social interaction. She draws on Viktor Frankl's insight that between stimulus and response lies a choice, the space where luck can be influenced. By changing one's responses and opening oneself to opportunities, individuals can shift their trajectories. Dr. Seelig and Mel share personal anecdotes illustrating how seemingly minor decisions, introducing oneself in line, initiating conversations, or taking calculated risks, trigger life-changing outcomes. Mel recounts meeting her future husband simply by ordering a drink at a party. Dr. Seelig shares how a chance encounter on a plane led to professional opportunities, culminating in her best-selling book. These stories underscore the value of stepping out, speaking up, and engaging others as foundational to creating luck. Dr. Seelig employs a metaphor comparing luck to ubiquitous winds that are always blowing. People vary in how they respond. Some shut themselves indoors, ignoring opportunities. Others may notice possibilities but remain passive like a weather vane. Some drift aimlessly like a hot air balloon, while the luckiest act as windmills or sailboats, harnessing and directing opportunity by effort and intent. Mel emphasizes the empowerment in seeing a job not merely as employment, but as the keys to the building that can open further doors. The first step to becoming actively lucky is to build your sailboat, which means preparing internally by clarifying core values and the personal narrative. Dr. Seelig stresses that values act like the keel of a boat, providing stability and ethical direction. Without this foundation, one can be easily swayed into compromising situations or decisions that later prove unlucky. Knowing who you are and what you stand for is essential before navigating complex social and professional waters. Risk-taking is central to creating luck, but it is nuanced. Dr. Seelig introduces a riskometer, a tool to assess comfort with various types of risk: physical, emotional, social, financial, and intellectual. Mel and Tina discuss how people differ in their risk tolerance depending on the context and past experiences. Intellectual risks, such as tackling new problems or pursuing creative solutions, are particularly emphasized as drivers of innovation and opportunity. The message is not reckless risk, but calculated, informed risk aligned with values and goals. Luck rarely happens in isolation. The second step, after internal preparation, involves recruiting your crew, building and nurturing relationships. Dr. Seelig highlights generosity as a key trait of lucky people, describing how helping others without expectation often leads to reciprocal support and opportunities. Simple acts like authentic compliments, warm introductions, and acts of appreciation open social doors. Mel shares her own experience of cultivating community by intentionally engaging with people at a coffee shop, demonstrating how small social investments pay off. The final component involves hoisting the sail, taking sustained, intentional action. While the adage, "the harder I work, the luckier I get," holds true, Dr. Seelig clarifies that it matters what kind of hard work one pursues. Effective effort involves taking risks, remaining curious, asking insightful questions, and continually learning. She recounts a classroom exercise where students with almost no resources created significant value through creativity and initiative. Work aligned with purpose and guided by a prepared mind turns opportunity potential into reality. Curiosity fuels luck because asking questions opens new paths and discovers resources that might otherwise remain hidden. Dr. Seelig encourages listeners to embrace a beginner's mindset, recognizing that passions and opportunities often start with exploration and experimentation. Being a good listener and learner expands social networks and knowledge, increasing the chances of stumbling upon lucky breaks. For those who feel beaten down or skeptical about luck, Dr. Seelig emphasizes that luck is a long game, similar to investing. Small choices compound over time, building momentum. The first actionable advice is to stir the soup. Do something new or different this week, whether it's applying for a job, starting a conversation, or learning a new skill. Reframing luck as a set of behaviors under your control encourages agency and hope, even amid challenges. Throughout the dialogue, Mel repeatedly returns to the practical takeaway. You are one decision away from a completely different life. Luck is not passive luckiness, but active engagement with the world, relationships, and risks. The listener's act of pressing play on this episode is itself an example of stirring the pot. Dr. Seelig and Mel both stress that to seize life's opportunities, one must be willing to ask for what they want, build themselves up internally, create genuine connections, and persistently put in the effort, even when it feels uncertain or difficult.